What's up, everybody? This is T-Roy here with T-Roy's Toys. On today's episode, we're going to be working on the Ford Maverick's front bumper. Now, guys, I know it's been a while since we've done anything with the Ford Maverick, but to tell you why you hadn't seen her in the videos, she's been in the paint shop. I had a buddy of mine, he's doing a paint job on her, and she's almost ready. We're almost ready to start driving her again, and man, is she going to look good. I'm ready for it. That old cheap paint job she had on her was peeling and stuff. But anyway, we got to get this bumper fixed up. She's always had a dent in her. It's messed up. It's actually not the original bumper, but it's one off another one I got. It's the best shape I could find. But we're going to clean her up. We're going to make her work. We're going to polish her. I'm going to try to put some paint on it to keep her from rusting. We're just going to make it work. Now, let me give y'all a good look at this thing. She's not in bad shape, considering. You can see she's got some rust where the bumper filler usually sits. It's not rusted through, but it's got some pretty good rust on her. You can definitely get a better picture of the damage here. She's had a collision at one point and this part kind of pushed in. So we're going to try to straighten this out. Now, I know what everybody's going to say. T-Roy, you should go with the small bumpers, that everybody else goes to. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the old Mavericks, I want to say 70 to about 73, they had a smaller front and rear bumper. Then the U.S. government got involved for safety reasons. We'll call it a safety bumper. They decided the car had to, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say the car had to be a certain length. And so in order to get that, they decided to make a bigger bumper on it. Some people don't like them. To me, they're original to the car, and that's what I have. I'd have to spend a lot of money to go with the small bumpers, and I'm just not ready to do that. I actually kind of like the big bumper in the back. That way, in case I get rear-ended, some people call them small bumpers. I like to call them the big booty bumpers. But anyway, let's start getting this metal part disassembled from the bumper part, and let's start working on this thing. Well, that ain't no good. I hope we have better luck with this one, guys. That ain't no good. I sure hope these decide to cooperate. Well, that makes me feel better, guys. Alright, I'm going to take the rest of these out. Alright, the rest of the bolts came off without incident. Let's see if we can't separate this now. Still giving us that. I had to cut that bolt off, guys. Alright. See if they'll separate now. Ooh-wee. That. I have no idea what that is. All kinds of goodies. now we can polish this up. It's got a few dents, but I think she'll be fine. And polish her up nice. Should be good as new. Alright, we took these bolts out. We'll take these inserts out. Little plastic things. I bet you'd have a fun time trying to find these. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. The wasps like this thing. You have a Maverick with a big booty bumpers on it, and you have a bunch of wasps, you can't find them. I bet they're probably in your bumper. That's what I had. I couldn't find them. Found this thing too. Spider. Ooh, look at all that. Alright guys, so here's my dilemma here. So y'all can see some of the trash built up. So that just fell out. That's nice. I've wanted to straighten this out, but I can't get to this to bring it flat, if that makes sense. From here, I do not have the body shop tools. I'm not a professional body man. So what I think I'm gonna do, because I don't want to mess this up, because this is just some great unobtainium kind of material. I would have fun. I say I have fun. It would not be fun trying to find another one of those inserts. So what I'm going to do is, I think, some shims or some washers just to bring it out, because you're never going to see that. Just to bring it out and make it sit right. I think that'll work. So we're going to wire wheel this, clean up a little bit, and we're going to throw some paint on it and just call it done. I think it should work fine there. Well, alright guys, now we got her sanded down and prepped for the most part. We're going to slap some black paint on her, and this here is some of our leftover paint from our trailer project that we did. So let's put some color on her. Alright guys, we're going to let that dry, and we're going to put a few more coats on it. Well, alright everybody, today's another day. Got at the inside of our bumper part, we got that painted, got that done. Now let's work on the outer part. Alright, now the part we want to work on today is the inside part. It's got all this rust and stuff. Now apparently they do not chrome the inside of bumpers, and I know it's fine for now, but I don't want this to rust through and mess up the outside of our bumper. So We're going to sand this down, throw some paint on it, and hopefully keep that protected, and hopefully you're really not going to see it, but you know, what little you could see, it'll hopefully make it look a little bit better. Well, alright guys, we got her cleaned up pretty good. Got her wire wheeled. She don't have to be perfect. It's on the inside and you're barely ever going to see it. Probably the most part you're ever going to see is this part here from the sides of the fenders. As you can see here, that's pitted really bad. So I'm glad we did this so we could stop that from going all the way through. But alright, let's put some paint on it. Now, the paint we're going to use is some of just what I bought for another project. You know, it's not quite chrome, but it'll work for what we're doing. I want to put it on real thick right there. Well, alrighty guys, it's a day later. The paint's dry. Let's take a look at it. Alright, our paint is dry, finally. And, I mean, it's this metallic paint. It's not, you know, actual chrome paint. Of course, I've never found a spray paint that is, you know, that looks like chrome. You know, they always end up looking like this and get dull eventually. Well, alright, that part's done. Well, let's put her back together. Alright guys, now for these bolts here, you remember we broke the old bolts off with that little retaining clip they had. Now, I'm not buying those. I don't want to go buy those. It's kind of pointless. So I just searched my bolt bin, just found something that we just need something to bolt it together. I mean, if you want to go all original, that's you, but we ain't doing that. This will be fine. It'll work. It's on the bottom anyway. Ain't nobody gonna know it but us. I don't think that's going anywhere. Alright, one last part to put these together and put our little inserts in. I'm glad these are in good shape, guys, because I think these have probably been some titanium. Yeah, they just popped in, so I'm assuming, or they just popped out, so I'm assuming they just pop in. I think there's supposed to be a screw or something to hold that. Comment down below. Mine were missing, but I think it's supposed to be something there holding that. Of course, they'd never come out. So I guess that's good. Just like that. Alright guys, now to clean the bumper, to get some of this rust and stuff off, we're going to be using triple aught steel wool. That's what I read online. That's what they say to use. I personally have never done this before, so we're going to test it out on the bottom side, and that way if we're messing something up, it's not that big of a deal. You don't want to start, you know, like if you're ever doing a test spot on something, you don't want to do it on the most vocal part. You want to kind of do it somewhere where if you do mess up, you can just kind of buff over it and hopefully it won't be seen that much. So anyway, we're going to start on the bottom. We're going to see how it turns out, and if it works out good, then we'll do the whole bumper. Alright, I guess you just start scrubbing. Oh yeah. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up, guys, but yeah, she's working. So all right. Now that we've cleaned our bumper with our steel wool, we've taken any kind of protection off. So as soon as you do that, you want to put some kind of polish or wax or something on. I'm a big fan of turtle wax. We're going to use this turtle wax stuff. You can get this from Walmart. It's fairly cheap, but we're going to dab this on there and then we're going to polish her up. Well, alright guys, there you go. She is D-U-N-N done, like Brooks and Dunn. Let's take a closer look at it. Here's y'all a good close-up of her. Now, she is far from perfect. I don't know if y'all can see that. She's got some bubbling up. Blah, blah, blah. She got a little camera focus. She got a little bit right there. But overall, hi. She's far from perfect. She's got some dents and dings, but she'll look good enough for a cruise night. Well, alright guys, there she is. Now, she may not be perfect, but she's a whole lot better than what she was. And that was our goal here, just to make it a little bit better. Now, my Maverick is in the shop. Hopefully we'll have it back next month. We'll be able to put this bumper on there and she'll look real good then. And we might have to, since we've done the front one, we might have to do the back one then so they'll match. But yeah guys, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know it's something a little bit different, but I want to thank y'all for watching. Remember, please like, subscribe, all that mumbo jumbo that everybody else always says. And y'all have a good evening. Get it, Bubba. Get it. Get that root. Get it, Bubba. Get it. I'm gonna get that one. Get it. Break it. Come on, break it. Oh, we got it.